from skin to muscles. Somatic reflex action. It means that we have spinal ganglia, which goes to posterior horn, then interneuron goes to anterior horn. From anterior horn, the motor neuron goes to muscles. So it goes with two branches from the back and from the thorax, abdomen, and extremities. You see. It will be posterior branch, this is anterior branch. Also we have the autonomic reflex action. Same somatic neuron, but which goes to lateral horn. From lateral horn, autonomic, sympathetic, preganglionic fibers go together with motor neuron, with the common root, goes to just to autonomic ganglion, ganglion sympathicus. Postganglionic fibers go to this direction, and comes back to intervertebral foramen together with somatic autonomic sensory neuron. You see? Finally, we have the spinal nerve. You have to copy this diagram to your copy box. Everybody.
Okay.
Well, let you understand that the spinal nerve consists of following structures. Just dorsal root, posterior. Radix posterior consists of sensory fibers, sensory axons, and it contains the ganglion spinalis, sensory ganglion. Anterior root, radix anterior, consists of motor axons and preganglionic sympathetic axons. This one is nervus spinalis, funiculus nervus spinalis, consists of most possible fibers, except sensory axons. Sensory dendrites. So, branches. The first branch, ramus anterior and ramus posterior. You see that they are mixed. Red, blue, green. It means consists of motor neurons, sensory dendrites, and sympathetic postganglionic axons, as anterior as posterior both. Ramus meningeus mixed too, but it has no motor neurons, only sympathetic and sensory. And two communicans branches, ramus communicans albus and ramus communicans grisus, consist of sympathetic neurons, but albus ganglionic, grisus postganglionic. Albus white because it's covered with the myelin. Grisus, great, has no myelin. It has a fast speed of impulse, it has a slow speed of impulse. Next. We have to learn anterior and posterior. About these ganglions, we will say learning the autonomic nervous system. What about ganglions? We have two types of ganglions, you see? We have sensory ganglions, which consist of pseudonicular neurons, and we have autonomic ganglions, consist of synapses. You see? Never confuse it. This diagram of synapse means that the direction of impulse, so from the end of axon to the body of next cell. Understand? On all diagrams you will mark by this way. So, dorsal branches, ramus posteriors, go to the back and innervate deep muscles and skin. Look now. Like that. Even if thank you. That, you see? They save the segmental structure. They're present on most levels. Go to the back, the muscles and skin, like check. Let's check here. This one, you see? This one, you see? To the back, deep muscles. Skin. Together with arteria intervertebralis, which gives ramus dorsalis. See? Corresponds to ramus dorsalis of arteria interspinalis. Intercostalis, sorry. Intercostalis. Deep muscles and back. Except two nerves. Nervus suboccipitalis and nervus occipitalis major. They innervate such structures. Nervus suboccipitalis starts from the first segment and it innervates only suboccipital muscles of the neck. No, maybe here. Occipitalis and occipitalis major. But that nerve is described in your book. I cannot show in this book. Deepest. Supply suboccipital muscles and occipitalis major supply the skin of occipital region. And the gluteal region, we have nerviclunium superior and medi, which innervate the skin of gluteus. Clunius superior, nerviclunium medi, you see? Innervate the skin. Cutaneous branches. They have a posterior branch. Oh, you see, this is suboccipitalis on this place, suboccipital muscles. This occipitalis major continues to the occipital region together with arteria occipitalis. This thing. So, what about anterior branches? Anterior branches mix on all levels above and below the chest. In the thorax, they move between ribs and called nervi intercostalis. Above and below ribs, they mix. And form plexuses. Above ribs, they form plexus cervico-brachialis. In lower part, to form the plexus lumbosacralis. But each of them separate into following types. This one. But this autonomic nervous system, sorry. So, we have plexus cervicalis on the neck. First 4 segments of the neck. Then, plexus brachialis on the neck, but because it supplies upper extremity, we separate it from plexus cervicalis. You see, plexus cervicalis. Plexus brachialis. Understand? And next topic will be posterior branches of spinal nerves. I explain. And plexus cervicalis, with anterior branches. Plexus cervicalis, located in the neck, moves from in the back of musculus calenus, and form sensory, motor, and mixed branches. What about sensory branches? They go to the skin from the posterior side of musculus sternocleidomastoidus, this one. Do you see? You and you, this one. Do you see that they show? Huh? You don't see. Stay near to me and you will see everything. I explained it to you. You would understand. This one. Skin branches of cervical plexus. We have nervus occipitalis minor. This one. To the skin in the back of auricle. Nervus occipitalis auricularis magnus innervate the auricula. Nervus transversus colli innervate all the neck on this place. And nervus supraclavicularis innervate the skin above the clavicle. Motor branches. Motor branches innervate surrounded muscles like musculus suprahyoidei, infrahyoidei, musculus sternocleidomastoideus, musculus longus capitis, longus colli, and so on. And additionally, we have the structure which innervate infra and suprahyoid muscle together with nervus hypoglossus. And now you have to remember previous, nervus hypoglossus together with the cervical plexus forms answer cervicalis. You remember. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4 segments cervical. Give inferior root of answer cervicalis. Connects with nervus hypoglossus. Located lateral side of neurovascular bundle, laterally from arteria carotis communis, vena jugularis interna and nervus vagus here, and gives branches to infrahyoid muscles. Musculus homohyoidus, musculus sternohyoidus, sternothyroidus cyrohyoidus, and partly to suprahyoid muscles. Musculus geniohyoidus, for example, musculus mylohyoid and distinct, together with nervus lingualis, hypoglossus. And we have also the mixed branch. The mixed branch means named a nervus phrenicus innervated diaphragm from the neck. Understand? What does it mean? It means the development of diaphragm starts on this level. The heart and diaphragm in embryo developed on cervical segments, but then descends to the thorax. And together they pull nerves and vessels which supply it. You remember arteriopericardiophrenic. And it accompanies nervus phrenicus. Now let's find the thoracic cage. And you see this one. Yellow. An anterior side of musculus calenus anterior, then between arteria and vena subclavia, in the back of vena subclavia, in front of roots of Lanans, to the lateral side of pericardium, and then you go to the diaphragm. But the right phrenic nerve also penetrates the diaphragm, and finally it goes together I'll try to find this one. Penetrate the diaphragm, nervus phrenicus dexter, then and then get to plexus celiacus. It is an autonomic plexus, and then it innervates the liver. This one, nervus phrenicus dexter, laterally from vena cava superior, penetrate the diaphragm, and together along the arteria hepatica it goes to the liver and innervates the liver. What does it mean? In case a patient has a disease of liver, the pain may be irradiated to the neck at the right side. And in case of any disease of abdomen, the doctor have to differentiate, is it a disease of liver or appendix? The doctor irritates the triangle between two legs of musculus sternocleidomastoideus on the right side. On the right side. On this place. Musculus calenus anterior, this place. Press with the finger this place. And in case the pain increased in abdomen, it means disease of liver. It is a phrenic sign at the right side. Remember. Okay. This only. Everything which steals from arteria thoracica interna. It's a pity nervus phrenicus is not saved in this body. Destroyed. But this is musculus calenus anterior, Nervus phrenicus is absent in this place. Musculus calenus anterior, nervus phrenicus is present here. This one. Phrenic nerve. Nervus phrenicus. These nerves of the cervical plexus here. But they dissected. Incorrect. Only nervus phrenicus present. In abdominal cavity, it's absent already. But you see the nervous tissue, white, and you can differentiate it from arteries and veins. This is vein. This one is artery. This is nerve, nervus vagus here. Arteria carotis communis, nervus vagus. Vena jugularis interna, nervus phrenicus in this place. This vena subclavia and vena suprascapularis. Musculus sterno-uveidos, musculus omouveidos. Trachea, larynx, platysma.
Plexus.
Zygomatic muscles, musculus zygomaticus major. The facial vein, vena facialis. Submandibular gland. The duct of parotid gland. This is a branch of the facial nerve. Arteria temporalis superficialis. Okay, now prepare yourselves.